watching the onslaught of attacks. It's too weak to let the master take action. Easily use the zigzag. The two leaders of the dodging law enforcement hall were dizzy. It seems that as long as you hold master tightly, can learn the invincible captive technique, you can often eat the salivating delicate soaring. That didn't happen naturally. Near. While thinking, and he starts to show the fulu painting through the air with his hand, Song Lang also observed Su Liyu's strangeness on the side. Animals can dodge, do other things while causing the attack. And he thought of something. Song Lang exclaimed. Su Liyu was actually drawing talismans in the air. Song Lang suddenly broke into a cold sweat. What kind of state is this Sunryo in? To do this. At this time, Zhao Cheng became even more angry. Suryo was just mocking them in disguise. He yelled at Song Lang, junior brother. We use that trick. Suryu will definitely not be able to escape. Instantly increase the speed to the extreme. The two struggled towards Suryu. It is necessary to break the hands of Zurich. Upcoming services? Zurich was angry. The consequences are serious. After all, always show the master what you learned last night. Song Lang looked at the clothes in Su Liyu's hands. Gradually dissipate. Explode with spiritual power. Big roar. Bombing towards Su Liyu. Su Liyu snorted coldly. At the same time, sacrifice your own skills. I saw blue lightning gradually converging on my fingertips. All over my body. Powerful currents surround the deep circumference of the Suri moon. Instantly faced the oncoming green giant. The collision of two powerful attacking horses, and there was a rumbling sound. This man just doesn't want to show his strength. Silently chopping firewood for 10 years, but today all his disciples were threatened. Uncle Chopping Wood can't stand it no matter how good his temper is. Decided to reveal himself. Hidden ability. Teach these rats a lesson. Just now, a group of disciples, blocked in front of the portal of Qingluen Peak, prepared to besiege Bai Ruotian's master and apprentice, the two leaders of the law enforcement hall. It directly started Suryu's idea. But what do they think? A waste disciple who has cleared the wind is so powerful. They had no chance of breathing. Between transformations, the sky falls apart, dusty. Law enforcement Tang Yuan thought that the joint attack could defeat Su Liyu. Unexpectedly, after the thick smoke, Su Liyu's figure slowly emerged. Unscathed. Two men from the enforcement hall were dead. Su Liyu laughed at them as she walked. He didn't forget to write in his hand that the prisoner was thrown at them. And there was a huge explosion. The two men in the law enforcement hall were directly scorched by the electrician. The smell of cooked meat. Lying on the ground, moaning. At this moment, shout to a law enforcement hall lying on the ground. Junior brother, he is not quick to make a move. We're standing up for you. Hear this. Suryu drew a gourd again. He, Shengsheng, released the past at will. He crosstalk is also a natural talent. After being hit by the captives. With a thump, he knelt on the ground. Law enforcement hall sees its team wiped out. So morality kidnapped by Luo into a master and apprentice. Professor Bai condoned his disciples to fight against law enforcement. This is a serious provocation. Law enforcement hall will not let it go. Wait to regret it. Watch the fun. Looking at Bai Luo Chin, who was getting excited, he heard this. I was suddenly unhappy. Frown raised. You come to my Kaiminfang to make trouble, and bite back and say we did something wrong. Instant release of micro pressure, like a little swept away. This piece of trash can only chop wood. How could it release such a terrifying coercion? The original Song Lang was still kidnapping by Los Angeles morally. The next second, the air is like it weighs tens of millions of caddies, and it weighs heavily on them. The sound of explosions came from all over the valley. Everyone faced the breath released by Bai Lu Chen. His body flopped unsatisfactorily. Kneeling on the ground. Cause facial exposure. Unbelievable. Bai Lu Chen. The firewood chopping. How can there be such a huge aura? Did he regain his previous strength? But on second thought, it must be Bai Lu Chen who used the identity of the call, forcibly activated the spiritual energy of Qingluan Peak to suppress them. Keep Suri. Song Lang felt that he could hardly bear it on his knees. When the whole body is about to lie on the ground, the body pressure increases again. Spit out a mouthful of blood a day? Bai Luochen saw that the effect had been achieved. It is no longer difficult for law enforcement to carry these two embarrassed women. Let them go back and say hello to the elders of the law enforcement hall. I let them go. As for he crosstalk, there's no such good pie in Bailuo City. If you encounter demons, you won't send anyone to talk to him. He Shengsheng has gone. Keep kneeling honestly. Then Li Du nursing. He Shengsheng. He took Sully into the teleportation forest of Kingman Peak, and a few hours later, Song Lang and Zhao Chang of the Demon Royal Department. Bai Luocheng did not let go of their hearts. Instead, he went directly to the Royal Demon Department to complain. The deputy professor of the Demon Royal Department looked at the embarrassed too. Just send them off. Just let them hide the way back. I'll handle the rest myself. Song Lang was overjoyed. I secretly thought about the loss I ate this time. Meet the demon to help me find it back. Even if Bai Ruoshin can use the spiritual energy of Qingluan Peak, it can't be an opponent of Unsheated 7 either. See how this thorn can stop the evil boss. A night without words, the morning sun shines on the courtyard of King Manfang. Bai Luocheng was speechless as he ate his breakfast. I have been wondering. According to the urinary nature of the royal demon, the day has passed. Royal! The demon didn't come to talk to him alone. This situation is very abnormal. Bai Ruoshin doesn't care so much anymore. It is better to find a suitable spirit beast for his apprentice earlier. In order to increase the strength of the Zurich Moon Mine attribute, Fulu teaching is just a part-time job for the uncle. Chopping firewood is his specialty. As long as he takes the giant axe in his hand every time. Kang was injustice. The Spirit Desolate Demon Clan is about to lose a few high-quality demon beasts. Just yesterday, just finished dealing with the provocation of Yifa Hall. Bai Luxin has been waiting hard. I want to invite Shi to come and redeem people. You can wait. You can wait. Waiting for loneliness. It's really hard, he Xiangsheng. Still kneeling on the body of the king of Qin, Bai Ruoshen had to go to King Wu just because arrange a demon beast that can enhance lightning attributes. Su Ling Yu in the month at this time, practicing captivity that has not yet been fully mastered. Suddenly, a whoosh sound came from behind. Two fast-moving planks came towards Su Ling Yu. Su Lingyu was shocked, but in danger. Lifting a hand is a blow. Flexible use of side cuts. Break the plank directly, and the Fulu mouse that has been drawing in my hand. I wasn't interrupted by the boardroom. By Rufel cursed. While walking towards the Zuli courtyard, he went to the cave to learn scriptures. Not bad, not bad. He took out a prisoner from the clothes on his chest. Say you're going out. If the demons come to make trouble, you can contact him through this. After speaking, it turned into a ray of light and rose into the sky, left Kingluan Peak and the periphery of Kinghung Academy. It is the abyss of the sky, the territory of the Cloud Wilderness Demon Tribe. Here exists the 12 demons that all the 7 Mahayana powers avoid. Bailuo City flew directly over the area of the demon beasts, stunned away towards the depths. Fall on a mountain, looking down the mountain. I thought that according to the current situation of the Zurich court, it shouldn't be necessary to use the materials of the dead demon. Find any lightning demon king nearby to blackmail. Downstairs. Suddenly, there was a crosstalk from the bottom of the mountain. Bai Luoshan was taken aback. Isn't this a disciple of the academy? He is anxiously running away. I saw 5 groups of purple flames flying behind the female disciple. Directly hit the female disciple who escaped. A roar resounded through the valley. Bai Luoshan muttered helplessly, "It's really troublesome." The disciples in the academy can't help but save. I had to hide my figure. Let's see the situation. The female disciple who had just been hit in the valley, fragmented with a protective cover of energy tissue. The clothes are also tattered. A stout disciple. He walked towards the female disciple of the wanton play with a smirk. They walk around flirting with dirty words. Isn't the wanton department a female pet cultivated by the college? Facing the impending danger, the corners of the female disciple's eyes were filled with tears. In desperation, he hoped that someone would come to his rescue. This middle-aged man has been chopping firewood for 10 years. Every axe goes down with the momentum of breaking the world. But in the eyes of his peers, he is a low-level War 5 scum. But today he came to the abyss of Gyeongbu. He also rescued 2 girls who looked like flowers. At this time, Bai Luoshan had just landed on the hill. I heard a girl's gasp. Along with it, there are also 2 young people chasing and blocking. Originally, Bai Ruokan did not intend to help. But helplessly, he is the enemy of his own sect. If not saved, it will be weaker later. Don't save yourself. The infamy of the same family is also at this time. The clutches of a stout young man. He was about to grab the big steamed bread on the chest of the female disciple. If the female disciple shouts, "I will die if I am Yunru," I won't let you staying, saying to release Reiki. Point your finger at Tianling acupoint. Stout young man, how can a bickering duck fly like this? A quick hand grabs the fool's head. Directly sealed all his spiritual power. Suddenly, Yunruo was powerless to fight back. The strong man pinched his face and flowed into the chopping board. "Lamb to be slaughtered," the strong man said, while loosening his clothes. Ready to take out his baguette and defile Yuo on the spot? And the clouds are like tears. Thinking of my sister risking her life to save her, in the end, I fell into the hands of the wicked. I had no choice but to give up the resistance silently. Just then, a sonorous and powerful voice entered Yunru's ears. Instantly lifted the mirror on Yunru's body and told how to defeat the wicked. Yunruo gathers spiritual power according to the prompts. The right hand goes straight to the chest of the wicked. The wicked tiger body shakes. I exclaimed how I saw animals. And accompanied by fierce monsters. The huge body of the villain is like being hit by an elephant. Bam! Fly backwards quickly. Fly a few meters away. It stopped when it hit a huge tree behind it. A sharp shock. At this time, the chest of the wicked is bloody. The clothes and armor on the body are the ribs, are broken. Yingluo himself did not expect his simple blow. It has such great power. Hastily bowing to the air. Thanks to this mysterious boss for his help. Bai Ruoken, who had disappeared, looked at the funny. Very helpless. Are the disciples of the wanton department so cute? The little brother of the wicked sees that the big brother has died. Get up and ask for Yunru's life. Yang Luo said, come here. In fact, I panicked. Seeing that the strong man's younger brother is about to rush over, immediately asked the senior in panic. What should he do now? Bai Ruosen pointed out the weakness of this young man. Just let Yunru attack. But the young man is extremely agile. He dodged Yunru's attack.